Okay, Tone. So there is a slight rumor. I don't even have to touch on this one. Elias is apparently performing without a contract at the moment. Now this is weird because they had Elias who was over as hell. They got rid of him in exchange for Ezekiel. They then made him grow back his beard and he was Elias, and now he's just without a contract apparently. Is there any redemption for Elias? Does Ezekiel come back? Does he go to another company? Which way do you see this going?
It's difficult to say because again, like I was watching a podcast the other day with Maven of all people, and he said something very poignant. Yeah, it might not apply now because you've got new management, but he said once Vince is done with you, he's done with you.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
it may be a thing where now Endeavor is done with you, they're done with you. And how much more can you get out of Elias? He's never going to be a world champion. Yeah. He does have entertaining spots. I would still say he has stuff to contribute personally. But if they're not prepared to book him right, yeah, and like they can't even be asked to give him a new contract or stuff, then he may very well be on his way out. What's left for him if he does go out? Then look, wrestling is not what it was even 10 years ago. Yeah, like there's so many different companies now. You can go and make a name for yourself. I'm thinking of people like Matt Cardona, yeah, who left like WWE, yeah, and like went on to have one of the best runs of his career, like being champion in multiple places, yeah, like being on Impact, being on NWA, being in GZW, yeah, like you could easily go and do stuff like that, and with a gimmick like yours, Elias, people will love it. People will love it if you just show up on other shows, you sing your songs, you hit people with your guitar. Hell, if you really wanted to go there, AEW could get him, and he could team up with Jeff Jarrett, and they both could be like double guitar shutting people. Or yeah, you know, can you imagine it coming from both sides? Bam! But like you could even have like just a segment with Jarrett versus Elias in it, where they do a little song and dance and stuff. Yeah, I would think Elias is someone who AEW could have and he could do well as a mid carder and stuff. But yeah, I think he can bounce about to a lot of places and like continue with the same gimmick, or so he can try and switch it up completely, be someone completely new, reinvent himself. It's up to him, man. I mean, the only time you really lose is when you decide to quit. Yeah, and I don't think he's there yet.
Do you see him going back to WWE, or do you think it's time for a new company?
Um, you know what? It's difficult to say because if you're in WWE, I'm thinking from a real life standpoint now. If you're in WWE, you really should try and stay there. You're getting paid the big bucks, yeah. You're getting paid guaranteed money. You know, despite like all their shortcomings, they are a professional company, and your face will be plastered worldwide. Yeah, in terms of your own legacy, you would do better to leave and go somewhere else because you can do other stuff. Yeah, like for instance, in Trinity Fatu, Naomi, she's currently the Impact Knockouts champion. Yeah, and she got to be the champion on their 50th episode. Yeah,
Yeah,
which we'll touch on in a bit. But like,
yeah,
the thing is, my point is that she's done that now. That is something a part of her legacy. Yeah, that can be always mentioned for her now. It's a big moment, and I think Elias might be capable of some of those big moments. You go into NWA. I think Elias will be a great NWA world champion. Yeah, and like he's well known, he could keep the same gimmick, and like it would work for him. Yeah, so I don't know, whatever's best for him.
yeah. So here's the thing. To me, I think I agree with you. I don't see it going past the mid card should he stay in WWE. I think there's a lot of space for him to. There's a couple of things. I could see a good feud with LA Knight should he stay. I could also see him either feuding with Theory, or believe it or not, being the hype man for this new tag team of Theory and Waller. Like he's the one to just bring them out, and it just boosts their ego even more. That each week they've got this guy giving them a theme song coming out, but it's weird to think that that's all I can think of for the guy. Maybe another NXT run and, go back to the Drifter and have that fun. But the two companies that you mentioned are the ones I think I could see a good success for him. Impact and NWA. AEW could be something, but it would be a moment, so it's hard to say. A bit like Bobby Fish. Like you'd come out for that moment because we can, and it would just be a one-off appearance. Cardona's had a one-off appearance in AEW and then moved. It would be something like that. I don't see long term for him with that gimmick.
You know what I think that Tony Khan should possibly consider is a lot of these guys that he's getting from other companies. Don't take them and put them on AEW. Stick them on Ring of Honor. Yeah, give people a reason to watch, because what I think one of the biggest problems with Ring of Honor at the moment is it's too much a bit like AEW Dark. Yeah, except for you just got titles and stuff. But like well, I think where they can improve on that is, yes, keep it like that. Keep these new stars, these no-name peoples on there. But you've also got to have a good, solid roster of a few people who I'm always going to tune in to see. And that's the thing. Ring of Honor doesn't have that at the moment because Samoa Joe isn't there all the time. Claudio's not there all the time. Yeah, so if you can just get like a supporting cast. Like one where you're winning is you've done that for Athena, and she's one of the best parts of Ring of Honor. Yeah, so you could take people like Elias, stick them on there, and give people more of a reason to watch.
Indeed, that's a good one. That's a good one. That I like. Look, there's a few things that Ring of Honor needs. It needs its TV deal. It needs some star attraction, and it needs to just step away from AEW. Let it be its own entity. I've been saying it for the longest while, and I keep preaching. And with that, do you know what? He would be a good fit for Ring of Honor. But guys, over to you. Where would you like to see the man currently, or possibly formerly known as Elias, formerly known as Ezekiel for sure? What gimmick would you like to see? Where would you like to see him? And who would you like to see him feud with? Comment below. Let us know. And subscribe while you're at it. Appreciate it.